Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Onward VR Master League. My name is NightFiree. I'm your host today. I'm here with my co-host, the new recruit to the operation that is growing and sweeping the nation, Xandria. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Excellent, man. I'm excited for what we got on the docket today. It is, well, I guess a relatively new teams, but not new players, right? We have Blitz versus We're a Team, and both squads actually have been around for a little bit. We're a Team is a reformation of Legions of Doom, from what I can gather, and Blitz has been around since Season 6, so they've already gotten their beaks wet in the league. What do you expect today, dude? What do you think we're gonna get out of this matchup?
I'm not entirely sure, but I know for a fact that Red Bearded is a very strong capper. So if Blitz does not give a very strong defense, I think we're going to see a lot of caps from We're a Team.
Yeah, he led his Red Bearded rookies quite well and was the point man in that rookie tournament. And yeah, he got a ton of caps. But we got to get right into it, and we got to talk about pick bans. We want to look at the pick bans here. I think coming from Blitz, it was Suburbia, and coming from We're a Team, it was Quarantine.
Correct.
The infamous long range downfall map still on the table there. That's I don't know. I'm trying to think about how these teams play, and you look at that Subway in Quarantine, or Suburbia rather, in Quarantine ban. The field is some interesting maps left, and we're actually kicking things off on Cargo. So, we'll fire it up on a close quarters map. We have Bazaar, Subway, Tanker. We're definitely gonna get Downfall in the mix in this three map series today. But I don't know. What are your with this map pool? Still have? Do you think Subway is? Do you think we might see Subway today?
I don't think so. If I had to call it right now, I don't think we're going to see a Subway.
I think it's gonna. Yeah, it's Cargo, Bazaar, and Downfall are the safe.
I almost guarantee we're going to see a Downfall.
Yeah. Who do you think? Who's picking that?
It's going to be We're a Team.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess we can take a look at the rosters. It does look like we have both squads in the lobby and getting prepped for this round on Cargo. Talking about Redbeard and his squad over there. We're a Team, High Voltage, Call Me Fitz, Redbearded, Esco27, and SBD Rave Master. The only name I recognize is Redbeard.
I recognize High Voltage. Call Me Fitz.
Fitz and Volt. Yeah, you're right. Fitz and Voltage ring. The Esco I'm not familiar with, and Rave Master I'm not familiar with.
Yes.
So a little bit of a mix there on that team lineup. And then over on Blitz we have Irish Wolf, iMinx, Rogue Dog, Invector Z, and Bulland. Are there any names familiar to you on that side? I guess
no.
I've only cast one. I was looking at it earlier yesterday. There's only been one Blitzmast catch that has been cast. So they've been really flying under the radar in terms of being able to, I don't know what to expect out of them.
Neither do I. I think this is going to be exciting for all of us.
We'll be getting this Cargo map any minute here. I think both squads are ready. I think we're going to get a little bit of a bloodbath. I don't know if these teams are going to slowly poke and prod each other when we kick things off. I feel like Redbeard could play an aggressive Volk too. Like, We're a Team could be playing a very forward Volk here.
I agree. We're a Team is definitely an aggressive team, and if go ahead.
No. Sure.
If Blitz can't be prepared for that, I think they're gonna fall short.
We're going to be kicking it off on the Marsoc side, so we'll see how Blitz decides to advance. The telltale sign of sort of being able to determine if a squad is, in that mid to high tier of team is if they're using smokes well and utility well. I noticed yesterday when I was watching Cats and Hats versus Aces. Spaces Aces. That Cats and Hats, they were using their smokes, they're using their utility, they were moving together, and it was just that little, I think that major difference between them and Spaces Aces that allowed them to sort of just roll over them and get that 12-1 lead. it could happen here too. You know, if one of these teams isn't going to use their utility effectively, I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect. That's the joy of it. That's the beauty of casting these new teams. You know, we want to focus on these newer squads that have formed and that are in the league and trying to sort of vie for a top 10 position, because it's just anybody's game.
Absolutely. And I'm always anxious to see how people use some of the new utility that we have, the C4 and the Moltivs. I've seen very little Moltiv cocktails out there on the playing field.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, word on the street is that Molotovs don't do a whole lot of damage. They do look nice in terms of an area dispersal, but I'm not sure that once they're on the ground, the DPS is high enough to really push back Marsoc members. So I think they're in need of a tweak in the competitive scene, from what I understand. C4 though, I've definitely seen that get tossed. That's an effective means of taking out some hard shield users, some hard shield pushes, especially on this map too.
C4 can be very devastating if used properly.
What they're waiting on our go. Oh wow! As if they could hear us.
As if they knew.
The round kicks off, and we are diving into our second series of the week, Season 7, Week 1. We're kicking it off.
Play hard, boys. Play it fun. Remember, we're a team. Stay to your routine.
We're a team versus Blitz. Side by side here with Xandria. Boy.
I am excited.
Forget about the smoke so you can't throw them. Just come now. 1, 2, 4.
Lots of utility coming out from the
know,
Marsoc
it's
side.
Right away, too. And there's some on-point smokes. Those are great smokes.
With a very strong push up through the middle from Marsoc.
They're moving in fast. Irish picks off Esco. Huge clear objective. Some suppressive fire from Voltage and Redbeard do pick him off, but this team's moving in. One goes down a trade. Weird team is not wasting any time here pushing in on objective. Ooh, a nice peek from High Voltage. Catches 2 more. Road Dogg coming up on the flank. Voltage turns around looking for another. Can't get it in time. Fitz here has the opportunity to find this last member of... Oh, sorry, there's another one on Blitz. I didn't even see this guy. Bulland, he could cap.
SDR is just sort of waiting in the back there.
Yeah, what is he doing back there?
Not protecting the objective.
So I think on this objective, Bullant can't cap at this corner. I think he needs to get closer. If it was on the other side of the tanker, he could do it right there. Can he cap it right there?
No.
A little bit of that inexperience maybe coming into play here, coming down to that tight moment of getting 2 points and just not aware of where exactly he needs to get to. He's trying to inch his way up, and Rogue Dogg and Call Me Fitz maybe exchanging rounds soon as well. It's hard to keep tension on both little bits here. Rogue Dogg, yeah, Call Me Fitz knows he's here. Wow, just like that. A little pick off from SBD. That prone position, so he knew how far Marsoc had to push out. He was aware that he had to come out of that window, or out of that doorway. Very interesting. That's yeah, this is good. That's a good start. I like that. There's lots of trades came down to a 1v2. I always say that the start of a round is your indicator of how that series is going to play out. We could be in for a good one today, Xandria. It could be some quality trades going on.
Absolutely. And, you know, you never want to let that first round get you down. You can always bring it back.
Yeah, well, I mean, especially with the old Volk advantage, we always harp on. Kind of, you know, losing I guess losing a Marsoc round is always rough, though, especially on cargo. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Blitz going to be going on the defensive now. Mirrored objectives, as the competitive lobbies always are. Those smokes were so good, dude. Those long range smokes are probably some of the hardest things to do, and they were blocking FOVs, like, they were perfectly placed.
Yeah, they had that entire middle just completely covered in smoke for their approach.
And they used it well. They did not waste those smokes. They pushed up hard with them. I mean, I was impressed. I'm wondering if maybe Blitz is the team we got to keep the eye on that's going to be aggressive. I mean, these are going to be the guys who are going to be playing that forward Volk defense.
Let's see what we do here as we get started.
Round number 2, match number 1. If you're just tuning in, you haven't missed much. You're getting in just as the action begins. Yeah, look at this. Irish Wolf getting up and forward, looking for some early trades. Shots ringing out here. He's still charging forward here. Esco. 1 for 1.
Looks like we have 2 of them utilizing the tunnel.
No shield, though. 2 LMGs? Wow, they have all the suppressive fire over here. No shield user. Usually you see a shield down here on this in this tunnel. They're going to make it rain on this objective.
Looks like Marsok's falling back through the tunnel.
They tossed their smokes, and I'm not sure why they were on point smokes. Maybe they just didn't feel they had to rotate. And now with Minx finding Call Me Fitz here, they've lost another member on this side. The refrag from high voltage. And we're into a 3v3. Scratch that, a 3v2 as Blitz take the advantage. They're great smokes, but shots still coming through. SBD. And then Vectors finds 2. Securing Blitz their own round. And yeah, we're in a trade fest here. Tie ball game, 1v1.
I don't even know who to call it at this point. This is anybody's game.
This is exactly what I want to see out of these squads. It's coordinated play. They have smokes. They have a plan going into each round, and it's just it's going to come down to a matter of who can execute better, who's going to capitalize on these little mistakes that may come through. Just that little bit of smoke not blocking the field of view. You know, it could be anything that leads to another kill. High voltage still looking at KD 420. Pretty good. Redbeard, the team captain, 0-2. I feel like that's a trend. Although Irish Wolf is 2-2. Oftentimes the team captain can fall behind because they're doing so much leading, pushing the team forward in so many different directions. It can definitely hamper on your play style.
Yeah, they just have so much on their mind that it's hard to focus when you're on the field. And Redbeard over on Volk's side is giving some very strong directives to his team.
Yeah, see, I wonder if that's maybe hampering his focus a little bit as he almost catches a bullet to the head. He does have to use a syringe to heal himself. Oh, high voltage.
1 down.
Finds the early frag, but we're a team. It's exactly what they need. Rogue Dog finding one for himself, though, and we're into a 4v4 just like that. I mean, I think we've had gunshots go off in the first 30 seconds the last 2 rounds. These guys do not waste time pushing up to this middle firing point.
It does feel like a little bit of a slower play on both sides this round.
It is true. We just had that. You're absolutely right. We had that early trade, and Rogue Dog's the only Blitz member that's pushed even close to that front line. Irish Wolf, a little trade down this long lane here. Can't find the shots on SBD, who's prone. He is resable.
One lying on the floor, tunnel. The end of the tunnel, he's lying on the floor.
Really nice
Rogue
job.
Dog does get the
Yeah, that was a great job on his part. Irish Wolf with the call-outs. Picked up that frag. Unsure on the confirm. Call Me Fitz picking up a frag over here. Gonna stay on this lane as Irish Wolf finds another kill. High voltage could have picked up 2 there. The Blitz into a 3v2 now. Red Bearded and Call Me Fitz, the last 2 members for We're a Team.
Now Redbearded, this is a very tricky spot to attack where he's sitting in the back corner.
I mean, what's the play for that defense? You have to get a good nade or smoke it, right?
Really, that is about all you can do.
I mean, maybe Invectors can pull something off if he peeks this corner, but you really have to keep... I think you're going to need some night vision if you want to grab that shot.
Now, if they know he's there and they coordinate, one person can distract and the other take him out.
Irish Wolf does use the smoke to kind of move over to inspect Invectors. Invectors. Oh, and yeah, they knew he was here. The shots come out. Irish picks him off. Call me Fitz trying to get Irish on the backside, but Irish picks him off, and no cap coming out, but a nice round for Blitz as they take the lead 2-1. I think the drop on Blitz side was post-death, so that wasn't affecting the round by any means. Hopefully he'll be able to get back into the lobby quickly, but Blitz are looking good. They are finding refrags. They're coordinating well as a team, getting the revives they need. I expect this to be back and forth, though. I don't think Redbeard will let his squad really get rolled over too heavily.
No, I agree. They're going to push back very hard.
And the crowd, the Twitch crowd is quite rowdy today. The only thing sexier than NightFire's voice is Zan's hips. Oh, what a great compliment.
Yeah.
Those scores, those are not up to date. We're still on our first map here of Cargo. Well, there we go. Everything is sorted. Yeah, I'd like at the rate these teams are playing, Downfall could be a real interesting map. You know, because they're just going at each other's throats. Be curious to see how they play Downfall, which sort of, in a lot of ways, forces the slow play.
Absolutely. And I do know from experience that Redbearded is a deadly sniper on Downfall.
Yeah, that's a super valuable asset. I know people will sub in someone that's an effective sniper for that map, and even though he's 0-3 here on Cargo, maybe that's the reason. You know, maybe he's a bit more of a long-range kind of guy. And that would make sense. You know, as a team captain, maybe he has a little bit easier time guiding his squad from that back line.
Going into more of an Overwatch position. Absolutely.
We're waiting on that final Blitz member to join in. I know they were having some Oculus issues just before round start, but they had it all sorted. Wonder if anything happened there. Maybe on that quick turn he pulled out a cable or something. We're all in. Excellent. Thank you for dealing with tech difficulties, everyone. They will be something that is it's unavoidable. Gonna happen. Have you ever played a 3? When's the last time? That's the better question. When's the last time you played three maps? It's no hiccups. Smooth 3 maps.
I don't think ever.
There's
always been something.
Not a knock on the game. It's just the complexity of VR. You know, someone's sensor goes out, someone pulls a cable out, someone.
So many pieces of software, and they all hate each other.
Well, hopefully we don't have any more of these as we hop into round number 3 of this first map. Sorry, 4. Jeez, can't even keep count.
Not a lot of communication on we're a team side.
Same thing for Blitz. I'm not hearing a whole lot. You know, we don't talk about it a lot, but there is 2 minutes. in between rounds, and they've obviously hashed out a plan here as Redbeard is pushing up aggressively. Irish Wolf with his defensive. Oh my gosh.
Just mowing all of them down.
Oh boy, Irish.
4 down, 4 down. Hold position.
Wow, that is a hard counter to that plan right there, and he absolutely shut down where a team's push. The smokes completely useless as Esco is the final member, and Irish Wolf is looking for that 5th kill.
Doesn't seem he has any idea where he's at.
He heard the footsteps now. He checked his pad. He knows he's the last one alive. Irish is throwing him off, though.
Oh, doesn't get it.
I think he was trying to pre-fire.
We're in a 2v1.
I think he was trying to pre-fire the corner there, and ultimately just harmed him there. As gave Esco his location, and yeah, we're in a 2v1. We got 4 minutes and 50 seconds left. I mean, he could do a lot with that much time. He could salvage some nades from his team that's dead over there on the side. Get all that utility he needs.
It seems he's just hanging tight, maybe regrouping a little bit, making a decision on what he wants to do.
He knows he's the last one alive, so maybe he's just waiting to see if this Blitz squad is going to try and suffocate him anymore. He's probably unaware of the kill count, that there's only 2 left on Blitz. He is aware of time, though. I saw him check that clock. You gotta relocate.
Yeah, he really does.
And let's take a look over here. What's available? Down squad.
Volk heard those shots, and
Yeah,
they
I
know
mean,
about where he is. They could rush in and just end it right now.
You look at the kit available, dude. I mean, there's a couple of smokes, a few syringes, plenty of ammo. And you could rotate around to this side. Be right over by Bull-Amp, be smoking objective. How much longer can you stay? He probably just wants to pick the clock down. That's the goal here. Trying to drain the clock.
Sometimes waiting is a good move. It makes you antsy when you're defending. You don't get hurt or seen anything.
He almost killed himself there. I don't know how that frag went through that doorway like it did. That should have bounced off and landed right on top of himself, but it's lucky. Rogue Dog's position. I don't think he knows how much of his body is sticking out of this back wall.
I was just looking at that.
Yeah, Esco could have had a free kill there, could have tied it up 1v1, but instead he's going to go right into his line of fire.
And if Esco isn't careful, he can do the same thing with his feet sticking out through the box.
Absolutely, and you can tell he's using the trackpad turning, looking underneath, and he finds Rogue Dog. I guess Rogue wasn't looking underneath that. I figured that's where he'd be looking, right?
That's where I'd be looking.
Yeah, you look for the feet to come out from underneath the that doorway, and I don't know, Esco just getting that angle. We're into a 1v1, minute 30 on the clock. He has plenty of time to work with. Not too far from objective. I think you just have to go for the kill here.
Absolutely. And with those last shots, Bulliant knows exactly where he is. Or at least the direction he's coming from.
Yeah, absolutely right. You can see he's kind of repositioned himself to be a bit more favorable. The only thing is, though, is if he relies on that box, I'm pretty sure that's penetrable, so those little cartons will be the only thing blocking bullets. Metal drums.
And I can tell he's checking under the door again.
I know.
He could get this angle right here.
I was just thinking he might find it again. He might do it. If Bolan keeps rotating like he is, yeah, he could easily get picked. Man, he just missed him. Now he has to relocate, but he only has 25 seconds left on the clock. He has to crash onto objective. He has to go for this pick, and Bolan, all he has to do is tuck in. Stay alive.
Absolutely. That would be his best move, is just tuck back and not die.
10 seconds left. Esco has to be aware of the time on the clock. He's going to go for the angle through the doorway. Can't land the shots, and Bolan with a quick snapshot. That was nice.
You don't often see rounds go the distance on cargo.
4 seconds left. Yeah. That's exact. I mean, he was the last one alive for basically 4.5 minutes. And he just bided his time, proned his way all the way up towards objective.
It was a very strong effort.
Yeah.
I give him major props for that.
Yeah, totally agree. He almost had it there. A nice hold, though, and Blitz now with a 3-1 lead. Definitely putting Redbeard's squad on the... You know, this... I'm curious. I want to know. I'm going to have to look back here on the Master League history. Because I didn't know that these guys... If you go look at We're a Team, they don't have... You know, they've never played, essentially, is what it says.
Right.
But they used to be different team name. I'm gonna have to dig that up. I have to go rooting around in my nation. It is Legion of Boom. At least that was the team that I think Red was on last season. That's the team that we should be referencing where they're at. Because I think maybe, so far it seems like Blitz could be running away with the series. They grabbed this map. I wonder, this was, whose map choice was this? It was Blitz's map pick, right?
Let me check. Let me double check for you. It was... We're a team. We're a team picked cargo.
Okay. Yeah, Blitz could run away with this series. They can show up for their map pick. They're kicking things off. 8-1. Look at this, though. This is a new defense here I've never seen. The back-to-back prone.
Okay. I can see where this would be very effective. You wouldn't expect it.
I agree. The only concern I would say is the nades. But I don't think people are typically going to nade this wall, if you even can. And normally you'll put somebody inside these buildings. So it could, yeah, it could lull Blitz into a false sense of security. This is more slow play here. Slow play and movement under suppressive fire. The LMG from Irish Wolf rings out. A couple of frags going down. Minx finds Redbeard. Redbeard has not found a single kill for his squad this map yet. You know, that can affect the squad if you're one of your typically key players isn't playing well. If Pants doesn't play well on Global Cam, they can have a bad map, have a rough time as the prone duo pays off. They still haven't been taken out. Irish Wolf still somehow unaware. This does not have a line of sight. Finally, they get picked off.
They found him.
Over aggression from Irish cost him his life. SBD picking up the frag, and we're into a 2v2. What do you think about this push from Blitz?
I think it shaped up fairly well, and just didn't really materialize the way they wanted it to.
If Irish had just, I think, kept it a little bit slower pace with the rest of his team, maybe they could have found this pick that Bullant just picked off, and we could be looking at a 2v1 and he tries to cross and get into a capping position where your team hangs on. Picks up another round, 2-3. Maybe we shouldn't count him out.
Not just yet.
Man, everyone on We're a Team coming in here. Esco 5-5, SBD 5-4. Irish Wolf 10-4 for his squad on Blitz. That's a pretty good spread right there.
Absolutely. The round where he was able to get 4 within a matter of seconds, I think really helped with that.
Yeah, it's absolutely right. That hard push. Madman. This is good. I'm glad We're a Team answered back. They can ride the momentum. You can definitely grab this Marshak round. This objective can get slippery, you know, if you lose control of this this what is it, west side. You lose control of this little mini building, you can cap around that corner that we were talking about earlier, and that's 2 points. That's We're a Team taking the map.
Again with another tunnel push.
A really fast one. Redbeard charging in with the shotgun, no less. But look at Irish Wolf. Holy cow, he's pushed all the way up into this offense. He's right behind Fitz. He finds one, instantly fragged in the back. But he got one. He did some damage.
I know that Redbeard's trying to go for that.
Yeah, and he was trying to radio it into SBD that he saw Rogue around that corner. Finds one, Esco finds another. We're a Team's looking good. This could be the round they needed. Stay in it. Hang on. If they can grab this one, they're in a really good shape. Even if they just get all the kills going into the Volk defense for that final round.
I know right now that a cap is on Redbeard's agenda. The only question is if Bulliant is going to let him do it or not.
You're right. Redbeard's trying to get the rest of his team over here to deal with Bullant. He's signaling with his giant shotgun, which is we haven't talked about. Well, why the shotgun? I feel like I've very rarely seen this get pulled out.
I think he just tends to favor it, and a lot of times at very close range, a shotgun can be devastating.
Now I see it work for himself right there, and he's punching in the code. Rogue Dog has to push up. This is going to be We're a Team taking the map with 2 points as they get the lead, 4-3. The exact scenario we laid before you ends up getting played out, and We're a Team. What a great comeback. 3-1 and takes the map 4-3.
Absolutely. As I said, it's not over until somebody gets 4 more points.
Sage wisdom. from Xandria here. Not over until you get 4 points. Now Blitz. Oof. I don't know what's. This is anybody's game now because we're going into what we think is Blitz map pick. So, you know, they pick something they're comfortable in. They go downfall. It could be the wrong choice. We've talked about Redbeard and his long range. Oh my gosh.
Is this Subway?
Is it real is the question.
Subway. This is Subway. Exactly what I said. I didn't think we'd
No,
see
we're
I just kind of floated it out there as a small possibility that we'd see some Subway today. You know, hey, what do you think? Subway? Is that it on the agenda? You said no, I agreed. Here we are. Subway is our second map.
What's your prediction? How do you think this round's gonna go?
This is gonna be, I think it's going to be very fast. I don't think... It could be very fast. If they use the new lanes and come out some of those new holes and come up from that bottom floor, that subway train. I guess you're in a subway, but that very basement level. And they come up the stairs, all sorts of options are available. I mean, it's just, there's all sorts of new angles and new approaches now. And if you quickly use them and abuse them, I think they could catch this team off guard.
I agree. This latest update on Subway has really opened up many possibilities for how to play this map.
Well, I mean, you called it, right? Redbeard definitely is. Redbeard's team is going to be a team that's going to go for the caps. And that cap pulled them ahead in that last map, and I think this map is definitely going to play potentially into. I mean, I think it could play into their favor, especially with all those new angles, new ways you can approach the objective. I don't know if this was the right choice.
I agree. If your defense falls apart at all on this map, it's very cappable on almost every objective.
Yeesh. Heard the coordination from Blitz there, and they seemed a little uncertain of all the potential avenues of entry. And Call Me Fitz, yeah, they're going to take that new top floor entry point. They'll just be able to come right in and have that second floor advantage. Nobody's guarding this, so yeah, they'll be able to basically go right on top of Irish and have free reign down onto objective. I think the first map was Blitz's choice, and then this map is We're a Team's choice.
Okay.
And I'm just saying that based off of how they're playing it, because We're a Team seems to be a little bit more aware of the new avenues of entry. Redbeard with his shotgun there playing out quite well for himself as he grabs himself the first kill of the round. SCG finding the second against iMinx, and Blitz are in a bad spot because this objective is very close. I mean, it's right around the corner for these guys.
I'm noticing Call Me Fitz keeps checking his 6. I think he's hearing some things from downstairs, and he thinks it's coming up behind him.
Yeah, he does. Rogue Dog picking up a potential capper there. Maybe now they're aware of High Voltage and Redbeard being able to come out of that same angle. But you're right, those two up top are getting confused by conversations going on beneath them. They're getting worried it's coming from behind them.
They had some really nice coordination as they broke out through that doorway. Saw them both kind of give it a nod.
Oops. I had the scoreboard up there. Good thing I switched it. Just in time to catch the tail end of this team kill action. Another team kill. Gee, we're a team quite literally is shooting themselves in the foot here. They were in a 4v2, now in a 2v1 as Call Me Fitz picks off Rogue Dog, and it's just been chaos here. The lack of understanding of where people can come out is apparently a thing on both sides.
And with Irish Wolf in this position that he's in the hallway there, that's a very strong defensive spot for this. And if they don't check that, they'll get taken out moments before they're able to cap.
Has to get the right angle though. I wonder if Call Me Fitz can crouch up there. Man, Irish is tunneled over there towards objective.
The only spot I think you could cap and not be seen by him is right here where he's capping from.
A very nice execution. I mean, he was just that sliver of line of sight from being blocked. And just, I mean, yeah, we're a team. Is a capping. You gotta watch out for these guys. They're gonna try and get up there and get those 2 points. Blitz they have to adjust a little bit, I think.
I agree. They really need to tighten up their defense and just sit back and wait for them to come in for the cap.
I mean, I feel like that's the ways you can get capped on are through, like, you know, very strong coordination where you hard smoke, you get early kills, those can't get communicated, the team, you kind of instill some panic and you get the code in time. And then there's kind of like a where you abuse the or you utilize the mistakes of a Volk defense, and I feel like both times that Blitz has been capped on is because they've just been a little too far back. Yeah, you have to kind of get into panic mode when you're the last one alive, you know?
Absolutely, and just rush in there and hope you get the kill, and if not, at least you didn't get capped on. I think we might see a little C4 bulb from what I heard while they were getting set up.
Yeah, I was right over there with red as well. And could work out, but they have to use those new entry points for it to be effective, you know?
And Marsok's doing a 5-man push on the back alley. Let's see if they split up or if they all go down the south stairs.
To be honest, this is the right move. There's really weak defense over here. They can crash around this corner, pick off Rave. He's prone, he misses one. He has this wall here, this door blocking him here. Rogue Dog's tucked in. How do they not pick him off yet? Oh my gosh, SPD. Oh, he can run it back, but he gets distracted by some shots from Rogue Dog behind him, and Irish Wolf utilizes that to his advantage, and the defense is weak over here on the south side. All those entry points have scattered where a team's defense so incredibly thin. I think we might see another cap here.
We might.
Ooh. If Redbeard falls. Oh!
What?
Team kill from the C4! He said, I'm blowing that as soon as I hear footsteps, and he heard footsteps coming up the stairway, and he blew it.
You have to you know, communicate that to your team when you're coming up a spot where somebody's watching.
Yep, absolutely.
It's like Rogue Dog knows that somebody's over there. He threw a frag in, but it didn't connect.
They need to take care of Redbeard. Because frankly, the rest of this defense, I don't know why Redbeard hasn't relocated the remaining two, told them to get over here on objective, because it's pretty clear they pushed in from the south. More shots being fired around the corner, and swapped out that shotgun for a rifle here.
Redbeard's able to pick off one more. IMIX. And finally, Redbeard's down. It could go in for the cap. Call Me Fitz is watching the objective, though.
Now, he can cap right here. Bolan can come down and cap right around this little box here on this pillar. I think he can. Yeah. Oh, the shots on the backside finally catch him out, and two coming in from Esco at a clutch moment. Pick off the remainder of Blitz, and he's the last one alive. Keeps that round for We're a Team. They go up 3-0.
Looks like we're going into the north stairway objective. What's your prediction for this round?
I think Blitz are going to take it. I think that Redbeard... I don't know. I'm going to take that back. I think Redbeard's going to take this map 4-0. And they're going to take the series. Still got to play that final map out, but I think they're going to take this map here. And I mean, because they're riding, they got a lot going for them right now. They're riding the momentum. They seem to be the more knowledgeable. Gosh, I don't know, dude. Because I love that Blitz push there on Marstock. It was so good up until it wasn't.
Right.
That's been kind of a trend, huh?
I think We're a Team's going to rush right down that north stair, and if a Blitz it doesn't have a strong enough defense, they're going to get the cap and get a 5-0.
Go with you guys down that tunnel. You need them.
I got a smoke.
169. Here, Craig. I won't need it. I won't need it. There you go. I'm covering the 6.
Where's the objective? I didn't even see. Is it in
It's
that?
north stairwell.
Oh my
North
goodness.
stairwell.
Okay.
You see me go down, you know they come behind me.
That is a heck of a way to kick this off. Smartly, they put one back behind them. Esco's going to watch their flank. You have to have that in place now. But look at how quickly Blitz have pushed up around this corner. Yeah, I rarely see people up this far. And Nade comes up around, catches another. Trades here in a final frag picking up. I think that was a team frag. The revive quickly comes out, but not in time. Call Me Fitz pushing up onto the stairs. And Vectors can't find the frags, but they have another at the bottom here. We're into a 3v3. Two pushing stairs, one watching the flank, and what just happened?
Are they going to be ready?
A
for
C4!
going to the stairs?
A C4 caught them both out.
Oh. Wow.
Wow, C4 caught them both. Esco has to come around and get the res. One's still available, high voltage here on the stairs. But Blitz is pushing up. They're trying to shut this down, and their defense might be paying off here. This could be another round for Blitz, and it is. They're on the board. That was a great
Very
answer.
good job, Blitz.
That was a fantastic answer back. Wow. I haven't seen that kind of aggression on the stairs like that in a long time.
With this new update, it
Yeah.
changed the timing of when
You're
the
right.
teams meet in the middle.
You're absolutely right. I was just thinking about that. And their spawn seemed a lot. You spawn on objective now.
Yeah, it's much closer to objective. You don't have to run down that hall like you used to.
Dude, this is interesting. Because let's think about this. Both teams have been obviously practicing this map then.
I think so.
Because you had Redbeard's squad fragging around the corners, so they knew the timing you could be up there. They knew that you can push early on the objective there. They had frags around the corners ready. Man. I don't know. I haven't played Subway in a long time. At least at like a real competitive nature where I'm getting the timings down like that.
Yeah, I think I've only played it casually since the update.
Right. Guys obviously putting in the time though, and fantastic defensive hold from Blitz.
right here.
You only
That's
have
not a
one with you?
grenade.
It doesn't matter. Here,
got
take
one
this.
here.
Oh, you got 3? Okay, perfect. There you go. Now you've actually
I don't know if charging down that
Hey, does someone-
stairway is the
does
most
someone
effective
want to
means of getting towards this
if you
objective
don't throw
anymore.
it till,
I think sending a few there to tie up the defense is good, and then have at least 2 sneak in at another angle.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, but they're not even sending any over there to tie him up.
oh boy.
They're going... It's interesting, Blitz has been using normal routes. We have some nades being traded over in the north. But this is the right approach. Look at this, dude. 4 members of Blitz are in Subway already. They've taken in the south. This is bad news for we're a team. This is not what you want when you're defending this objective.
Looks like they're almost all in the south or north stairs. We do have one in this long hallway in the north. So he'll catch them as they try to cross to the north stairs.
Okay, and they don't have anybody exposed on objective there. They're all kind of tucked in, so no kills are going to come out. Yeah, Esco may be able to find 1 or 2 if he's fortunate. But I expect them to be able to tag him quickly. They have so many in here.
I think this is a very strong defense. Blitz is going to have a very hard time getting a cap on this objective.
Esco is
And what is
waiting.
S doing?
Well, paid off. You know, he got 2, but let 1 through, but that's fine. Call Me Fitz picks that up, and yeah, you're right. This defense, they were covering the angles. They know what's going on. They know that the south approach is possible, but they had all of those angles covered, and now it's a 1v4 Rogue Dog in a tough situation. I think Call Me Fitz has us here as soon as he peeks.
Yep.
Oh. Man, Rogue Dog is in a real tough spot here.
He's going to have a really hard time getting this.
I mean, he could... If he kills Fitz, he could sneak it. But Fitz is about to come up behind him here and secure We're a Team the series, as far as I'm concerned. As long as he sees him, finally spots him out, and We're a Team take the map 4-1. Thought for a second that Blitz might be able to come back there. They kind of showed a glimmer of you know, strong knowledge of the map. But it was a little too late, you know.
It was. They were down, 3-1, and just couldn't bring it back. So now that the pressure's off, how do you think this next one's going to go?
Depends on what map we go on to. You know, we've had Cargo Subway. Maybe if we go on to Bazaar, Blitz could take it. I think, these teams, they know that they have to stay in it and have to stay...
Is this... We're on Tanker?
Oh my gosh.
Another tight map.
Really throwing some curveballs at us today.
Yeah, they are.
Trying to spice up the league a little bit. Clearly. Bunch of rebels over here. How dare they go out of the regular 3 maps that we only play, dude? You know? It's unbelievable. The audacity. Oh boy. That subway map kind of got me excited because things have changed so much, you know. That map has always been seen as so uncompetitive, but you know the changes have been in there for a while, and you know teams have had a good time to practice it now. I think this season might be the season maybe we start to see more subway getting picked a little more seriously.
I agree. And I'm very interested to see how it all plays out. With the top and lower entry points, it really totally changed it.
Yeah, it's more. It resembles more other styles of defense you have to play on other maps. You know, so you have that tighter style of defense where you have to hold your angles a little bit better. You didn't have to always do that.
It's been good every fucking game, but
Lots of utility coming out from Blitz.
I wonder if they're aware of the objective, that the objective is underground.
It does seem that the entire Blitz team is up top.
Oh! A little team kill from Esco there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe these guys don't know it's underground. That's what it seems like. They haven't started to move yet. High voltage should be aware that people are above them now. Good shots from Irish around the corner in a tight angle. And Vectors. Team kills Bolant. Man, you throw the night vision into the equation, it's just chaos. Irish Wolf, he pushes so hard with this LMG. Managed to get a kill for a kill there. High voltage peeks out. Call me Fitz finally getting that LMG suppression down. He's the last member on objective. Road Dogg and Vectors could decide to come into the same way. Oh man, they could be handing this one to Fitz.
There it is.
Oh, they get the frags and take the round. The second time Blitz have had the lead in this series. See if they can hold on to it this time and keep it going instead of I mean 3-1 is rough, dude. I think that is also what led to the 4-0 on Subway. I think the 4-0, I think that happened just because the momentum and Blitz losing 3-1. It's so hard to come back from something that you feel like you have secured and that you're confident you're gonna win, and then.
Yeah, I agree. That could be very demoralizing to your team for sure.
The worst feeling.
I always like seeing how the third map goes when the series is already taken. You know, there's nothing but MMR left to fight for. You know, you can just give it your all and see what happens.
Yeah, the rounds tend to get a little bit more faster paced. I feel like the players don't hang on to their life, don't value their life as much. But I feel like Irish there was just getting so aggressive. Like, you have to, right? You have to. I don't know. The only way to really capture that objective, I think, is to take it from the main entry point, not from the sides. I think you turn... Well, you can get over there. Yeah, you come in from this main lane from the right side. I feel like that's probably your best point of entry because you have a lot of cover from a lot of the typical defensive positions that people will line up with.
I did just hear Redbeard say go downstairs.
Yep. And you know, it's easy to tell where the objective is, up or down. It has the arrows on your map, so it just takes a little.
When you're on,
What was that?
when you're on that top deck up there, no matter where it is, it's going to be down.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Ooh. Shoddy shots. Paying off in the end. Now we're still open the trade here with SBD. SBD finds the shots and all sorts of picks coming in this bottom floor. Blitz instantly, just like that, go down to 1 member, and we're a team with 3 left alive. Pushing in on objective.
One's still resible on Blitz, though.
Bolan has to go pick that up. I don't know if he'll be able to. Esco's pretty much camping the objective. Raidmaster's inside objective room. I think Bolan's going to get caught off guard here. SBD using that main entry point, using the cover to his advantage or disadvantage. Bolan finds the picks around the wood crate.
I got one on my body. Enemy on my body. He's trained towards the corner.
I wonder why Esco isn't killing him.
Safety
I was
with
just
me.
thinking that same thing. I was kind of listening to their little conversation they're having.
Finally. Pulls out the knife and shanks him. That was weird. Maybe he didn't know where it
Maybe
was.
use it as a misdirection, let him call him out, now he's going to rotate somewhere else.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe he wanted to bait in the calls, try and maybe get Bolan to come and look for him. I wonder if Bolan can hear this rotation from Esco too. I wonder if those footsteps are audible from underneath.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the range is, but he's definitely not being super, super quiet.
We're a team really needs to coordinate this. Or Bolan could clutch it. You guys need to come in at the same time. They have no idea where Bolan is. I don't think he's in the greatest of positions either. I feel like he should be behind these water crates, but
I agree.
he's worried about his flank. We have that see-through wall vision, he doesn't, you know? Ooh. Nice shots from Call Me Fitz. Through the boxes, pay off, and grabbing the round. They tie it up, 1-1. Yeah, I think Blitz, it's either going to be, you know, a 3-3, 4-3, or we're a team is going to keep riding the momentum and take a couple rounds in a row. Maybe you get a cap here the next time they're on offense.
I'm not real sure. I don't really want to lay down a prediction just yet.
Well, you know, the point of predictions is that you do them before the things happen. You only it's already 1-1, so I feel like you have to predict. No.
Putting me up against the wall here.
We'll look in your knowledge ball.
2 minutes between rounds to plan stuff out.
It's a lot of pressure because predictions, they can come with a lot of power. You can reverse scores, or you can
This is how the Irish
you can curse teams or bless teams, or there's all sorts of possibilities. So be careful with what you throw out there. Fast Irish Wolf is pushing up his Grave Master. Even ready for this? No, he's not. Call me Fitz. Almost picks off Irish Wolf, but nobody on objective. Hello? We're a team? Where'd you guys go? Wow. I should not have counted it out. You know, see, this is the problem with predictions.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do it.
Well, you know, where's the fun in that? Yeah, Blitz, a nice cap there. They were the one. I was expecting we're a team to do that. The Blitz, not the other way around.
I think it was a really good answer back to some of the earlier caps in the series.
Yeah, it was. It was very akin to a we're a team push that we've seen on some of those other maps where they have gotten those caps. Totally agree. Nice coordinated effort, good smokes, fast. Exactly what they need to. You know, if you can get this map, take it 4-1, prevent We're a Team from getting any more points against you. It's the MMR loss and how much you win and lose is so important right now at the start of the season.
Absolutely.
You know, it's going to totally set you up for what kind of level of competition you're going to be playing against in the foreseeable future. So. Must win really for Blitz. I obviously recognize that. They're in the lead. I feel like this top objective, this upstairs objective in the middle is definitely, it's obviously hard to hold just because of all of the open areas you're in, all the frags, the airbursts you're susceptible to. Gotta stay inside those houses, maintain your cover, but then also be able to keep an eye on the objective, so.
It's very difficult.
What Blitz does.
A lot of anxiety involved in it too, especially when there's only 1 or 2 people left.
Yeah. Just because yeah, absolutely. You're on a multi-level ship. You're worried about people coming up from underneath you, coming in from behind you.
And lots of utility going back and forth from both teams.
Bolant with an early peek gets the shots off before the smokes rain in. They are good smokes though. This might work against where a team of Bolant can utilize them. High voltage. He's on objective. He's pad out. He's punching in the code.
They just don't see him through the smoke. Oh.
Wow, they don't see him through the smoke at a high voltage cap behind the crate.
And a great answer back to that previous cap.
If you're Blitz, that's the last thing you wanted. Trying to take that round 4-1, take the map. Now it's tied up. You let We're a Team take this, and man, that's a great start for We're a Team. Their overall score be. That'd be 12. Well, you know, Blitz has definitely put up a good fight against We're a Team. They got 3 on cargo. I forgot that cargo was so close, and that We're a Team ran that back. Subway was sort of a bit of a misnomer, really, a blowout from We're a Team. Yeah, if Blitz can take this, it'll be not too bad of a showing. You can kind of analyze where they're making their mistakes, where they're maybe losing the coverage on objective, patch up those little holes in their D, and, you know, this game could be completely different. It could be I think it would be a Blitz win if they just had hell on those caps, obviously. Looking at the KD, Esco, -1 and 1, and Vectors, -1 and 3. Not too often you see a negative score in a VRML match.
I don't know.
Oh no, I definitely.
Alright.
Yeah, Blitz playing this one real slow. It's tied up. The objectives tucked into the USS Inferno's main hub, and we're gonna have to move quite a distance before they run into some action here.
I'm a little bit surprised to see how slow both teams are playing this.
It has been like a fast and casual sort of match so far. Both squads sort of just sprinting at each other when they are on the offense. Well, Downfall would have been interesting to see these two face off against. I hate to say it, but I think it could have been
A little disappointed.
Yeah. Could have been an interesting matchup, but these close quarter maps obviously catering to both these teams a little bit more. Irish Wolf pretty close to running into the shotgun of Redbeard. He'll actually be running into the C4 of Redbeard first. Full Ant, the first to go down. Rogue trying to find a refrag. Irish Wolf does get Redbeard before the C4 can go off. Very unfortunate there.
We're 2 minutes in before the first shot rung out. I think that's a record for these teams.
You're absolutely right. That is the longest time we've had in this series. Between shots, a good smoke draws the attention of Esco out, and then Vectors capitalizes.
I think IMINX is thinking cap. I'm just not sure he'll be able to do it from this angle.
I think you have to be in the room. But I don't think Raidmaster hears him. One goes down. He knows Voltage is on the corner. He picks him off. He's got control of objective area. Fitz. The shots on the backside does pick him off. He's the final member of We're a Team. He's trying to hang on and get this map. He wants all three for his squad. He's going to have to deal with Irish. He's coming up the stairs. He does spot him and he catches him, but Irish, with the trade and Blitz, take a map. 4-3.
I think that was a great last map, a good way to end the series. Strong plays from both sides.
I completely agree. Unfortunate that I think I had the layover up for that last round, so, you know, you win some and you lose some. Oh my gosh. My apologies, folks. I gotta shake off the rust. You know, we'll sort things out. Future. But yeah, that was a great way to nice second series of the season, you know. We're a team and Blitz squaring off against each other, keeping things close. It's what I like to see. You know, this is what I sort of expect when we're going to be highlighting these these newer teams that have veterans but also rookies. I expect this kind of back and forth. Xandria, do you have any final thoughts on the series, my man?
You know, I think it was a really good play from both teams. Strong defense, strong offense, and I think everybody should just keep practicing and keep going. And I'm excited to see where everybody lands in the middle and end of the season.
Yeah, no kidding. It's going to be a fun run up to the end of the season for sure. The competition is looking good at all rankings. We have a bunch of matches to come. Taking a look at the active lineup. We have Mob Squad versus SMC Tactical tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST. Fury versus Sinister Pride with yours truly and Sleepy. Also on Saturday. Sunday, the Unit versus Dead Logic. Animal House versus Stone Cold Killers. And Riot versus the Hand of Death. And so, I mean, hey, that's like 6 games, 7 games to kick off the season. A lot of Onward.
Yeah, it really is.
A whole spoonful for you. And if you want to get any more of the action, you want to keep up to date on when it's going to go live and where, head on over to the vrmasterleague.com/onward website. You can register for a team, join the reservist, follow the Twitter, the Twitch, the Discords, all of it's there. Get involved, get on it. I do apologize for any of the technical issues and tech delays we've had today. Ideally, they'll be sorted in the future and things will be smooth. With that, we'll be signing off. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's, my co-host, Xandria. Thank you for joining us, and good night.
Thank you, everybody.